I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but for me there are two levels to Boku no Hero Academia. When I'm not watching the anime itself, I just kind of remember it as that cute little anime, kind of childish, but really adorable and inspirational. Then when I'm watching it, I become such an avid fanboy, screaming off the top of my lungs like, "Go Deku! You can do it! Become a beast!" So this is a very good anime for that. It really summons up emotions in you. While you're watching it, you just can't help but get hyped and get behind Deku. Oh man, they are really good at that. And this episode was incredibly inspirational because, I mean, they fit 10 months of training into one episode, but you still feel really bad for Deku and you still kind of realize how hard he's working. God damn, man. By the end of it, his body, he was shredded. Nowhere near the level of All Might. I mean, you can't tell he's been eating a ton, even though he clearly has, but other than that, you can tell he's done a ton of work. And just the training montage itself was fantastic. Him constantly just moving trash. I mean, it's such a simple thing, you would think. But when you're doing it for 10 months, lifting things that heavy, lifting all the different shaped things, carrying them in different ways. Man, that was actually a really good idea. It's so zen. It's old school martial arts movie style. He's not only cleaning up the beach for everyone, he's also getting all of his training in a unique way. So yeah, I really liked it. And I really like All Might. I mean, I think I can see where this is going. As far as I can see it, Deku is not going to have any quirk. Like, I think either there's no way that he can actually inherit the quirk and it's just not going to work for him. Or, and this is what I would prefer, All Might was lying the whole time. All Might just wanted to give him the hope to work his arse off for 10 months and get his body at a point where he might actually have a chance of being a hero. That is what I'm assuming. I'm assuming All Might's powers don't even actually pass on. He was just naturally born with them as a quirk. But he just wanted to give Deku that strength to believe in himself. And now Deku hasn't had a chance to try out his powers. He's going into the exam. He's got to think that in a pinch, his powers are going to kick in and he'll be able to do it and save the day. And that will get him to the point where, just with his natural new strength, his new body, he'll push it to the limit, he'll do what he can, and he'll overcome just about anything. That's going to be his power. Just the fact that he thinks he has All Might's powers and he's willing to do anything to save people. So, yeah, fantastic. I like it. If he does get All Might's powers, I would be even happier. If he can just get a Tiger and Bunny little strength boost every now and then, I'll be fine with that. If he doesn't have any powers, that would be more resonant with the Deku character, but either way, I'm really looking forward to it. So it all really comes back to what All Might said. Like his line that he said he'd been told when he was young as well. There's a difference between power that you're born with through luck and power that you've earned and shown that you deserve. And that is going to be Deku's whole thing, man. Obviously, he's going to have to work his ass off harder than anyone else. He's going to have to keep up this level of effort for the rest of his life to be a hero. Whereas other people with really cool powers, like Kachan, are just going to walk in and wreck shit. Even though you can tell Kachan works his ass off as well, just not to the level of Deku. Like the girl with telekinesis, she's going to be cool. She's obviously the love interest. I mean, she was so adorable when she stepped in. That little big bushy head of hair, that little cute smile. Deku was instantly in love with her. I loved that moment where he was like, "I talked to a girl." Little subtitles, he didn't talk at all. Just like destroying him. And can I just say how on point Madhouse have been with the animation of this show? I mean, every time they need it inspirational, it's either a sunset or a sunrise, and that just suits it so well. They handle the colours so well. The sunset at the beginning of this episode when All Might was telling Deku about his powers looked really cool and soothing. And then at the point when Deku finishes, he's standing up on the mountain of trash, screaming his head off. You get that nice sunrise behind him, glowing all blue and white. Oh, man. Lighting was perfect. Some of the choices were amazing. I mean, that whole training bit was hilarious and so inspirational, like I said. It made me want to go out and do some running, except that I'm a lazy fuck, so instead I made a review. Still, greatness. And there were so many like dramatic moments that you could have taken from that. I mean, when Deku was literally carrying All Might, so symbolic, but then Deku was also carried by All Might, again, symbolic, and just a perfect ending to it. And man, this really made Deku's dream for him. The whole idea of being able to absorb All Might's actual powers and become the same exact kind of hero as All Might, man, that's his dream. So I'm really interested to see how this goes down next week. I can already imagine once they get into this training area, they're going to fight the robots. I don't think Deku's going to kill any of the three that actually give them points. I think he's going to try to. I think he's going to fail to. And it's not going to be a big thing. I think somehow that D robot that gives you 0 points and people aren't supposed to destroy because it's so strong and it's just supposed to be an obstacle, I'm thinking that's going to attack someone on his team. Or he's just going to see it and decide, I have to take that out. It's destroying the town even though it's a fake town. And he'll take out the one that gets you 0 points, feel like a loser, but then they'll be like, holy crap, you weren't even supposed to defeat that. That's what I'm imagining. Because they've made that 0 point robot so dramatic. And everybody who hears like, oh, these robots are with this many points will be like, okay, I'm going after the big one for 3 points. And everybody who heard there's the 0 points will be like, no point. It's supposed to be strong as well. I want to get into the school. I don't want to actually save people. So I think that's part of the test as well. Just my hopes, though. That's what I would imagine from this show that's been this inspirational and, you know, aiming towards that kind of heroic little childlike mindset that I love. I mean, it's a smart way to do it as well. If they want to recruit heroes rather than people that just want to get in, then yeah, that 0 point one should probably actually be worth about 5 points. Just for the fact that you don't even necessarily need to take it out. So, let me know your thoughts on this episode, guys. For me, it was a perfect one. I may watch it again later just for that inspirational little boost. I really enjoyed it. The animation was superb. The music was on point as always. Kind of in love with All Might. I really want to believe that he's tricking Deku. That would be hilarious to me. But then Deku getting his like own little self-respect in and realizing he can do this even without a quirk would be great. So yeah, share with me your thoughts. I'll let you know mine. If you like this review, wreck that like button like you mean it. Subscribe if you haven't already to see more. And I will see you guys next time.